Hello! I am going to read Silent Music, A Story of Baghdad, written and illustrated by James Rumford. I love these illustrations. They're made with, looks like different papers collaged together and drawing. My name is Ali. I live in Baghdad. Look at this, I play soccer. I love playing soccer in the dusty streets with my friends. I love loud, parent-rattling music, and I love dancing. But most of all, I love calligraphy, writing the letters of my language and making them go from right to left across the page. I love to make the ink flow from my pen stopping and starting, gliding and sweeping, leaping, dancing to the silent music in my head. So here he's writing right to left in his language. And look at the different pens he's using for the calligraphy. They are dipping them into ink, and this holds the ink, and they have to keep dipping it in. Oh, look at this. It's like a different line with the swirls and little bounces. Writing a long sentence is like watching a soccer player in slow motion as he kicks the ball across the field, as I leave a trail of dots and loops behind me. Some words are easier to write than others. Their letters loop together and make beautiful shapes all by themselves. Like the word Yasmin, my little sister's name. It just flows from my pen. See here, his little sister's name. And then these show you some of these words here. Oh, he's writing it for her. Other words are difficult. Too many loops, too many tall masts that turn into tangled knots of ink. These words, like my grandfather's name, Mustafa, I practice over and over. Oh, look, so he's making little mistakes. He's practicing. That's his grandfather's name. I am always writing and doodling on the margins of newspapers and magazines, old envelopes and faded receipts, everywhere, even on the fogged up windows in wintertime or on the mirror of the bathroom. My dad laughs to see the messages I leave behind suddenly leap back to life as he steams up the mirror while shaving. My mother jokes and calls me Yakut, after the most famous calligrapher in the world. He lived in Baghdad too, 800 years ago. He practiced writing every day. He invented new ways of making letters. He was a genius. I don't tell anyone, but he is my secret hero because he could create such beauty. There's a story they tell of Yakut. One fearful day in the year 1258, Mongols attacked Baghdad. As they burned the city and killed hundreds of thousands of people, Yakut fled to a high tower. There, Yakut created beauty. He shut out the horror and wrote glistening letters of rhythm and grace. One frightening night in the year of 2003, as bombs and missiles fell on my city and death and destruction once again filled the streets, I, like Yakut, wrote. I wrote all night and the many nights of bombing that followed. I filled my room with pages of calligraphy. I filled my mind with peace. So we found a way to sort of escape from all the things that he was fearful from. Get him shining the light under there on the little cat. Now the night bombing has stopped. The one war has become another. So I keep writing the easy words, the hard to write ones. It's funny how easily my pen glides down the long sweeping hooks of the word harb, war. How stubbornly it resists me when I make the difficult waves and slanted staff of salam, peace. So you can see backwards here, salam. How much I have to practice until this word flows freely from my pen. So this tells you a little bit about calligraphy and the author's note. Calligraphy, or the art of drawing letters, is an important part of Islamic culture. Muslims use calligraphy to make the holy book, the Quran, look as beautiful as possible. They also use it to decorate their mosques and other holy places. Part of what makes Arabic calligraphy so beautiful is the fact that many of the letters are joined together. In this way, the words seem to glide across the page in a magical rhythm. The dots and the tall masts also add to this rhythm, so that a page of Arabic writing looks like a page of music. The calligrapher mentioned in the story was Yaqut al-Mustasimin. He was born around 1221 in either Ethiopia or modern-day Turkey and died in Baghdad in 1298. Other than these few facts in the story that he had fled to the high tower to write during the destruction of Baghdad, little is known about the life of the man who was one of the greatest calligraphers of the Arabic language. People have so treasured his writing that a few samples of his calligraphy still survive. His signature appears below. I hope you enjoyed that book. I love the illustrations and I love the story.